This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and head coach and sensei of Tampa, Florida Judo. Today I would like to speak with you about something that is very important for your judo career and your development. It is practical and highly doable. They're called data collection secrets. There are some tools infused when it comes to breaking down, dissecting, and looking at video. One of the major tools infused is that you have to have some video in order to break down and dissect. I'm going to speak to you today about how you can actually acquire that video. I hope things are going well for you. I hope that judo is going okay for you. I hope you're healthy, not injured. As people who practice in the gi, we always understand that our toes and fingers are always either rented, hurt, or twisted in some form or fashion, and they need some ice and hot water sometimes to get warmed up and taped just to be held together. I also hope that you're enjoying the course. That's over 2 hours of free video, which can be found at www.judoscoutingreports.com, which will highly enhance, in my opinion, your IQ and intellect as a judo player and a gi grappler. In today's digital transmission era, I would like to talk to you about data collection systems and data retrieval systems. Now, the product that Jimmy Pedro and I created, Judo Scouting Reports 2.0, covers the analysis and breaking down of data, of video, which you collect. What I want to talk to you about is how you can collect this data and how you can retrieve it. I know this sounds kind of simple, and I hope that it is for many of you. But the fact of the matter is this: many of us fail in this particular area because we don't have a system in place, and thus we never get to analyze anything. Not because we don't have it, not because we don't know, but because we don't have it. Because most of us know we have to do something, but nothing gets done because we don't have anything. Let me tell you a small story. When I was competing, I used to fly my father to my tournaments, not for support, because I didn't really need any support per se, or because I needed someone to carry my bags, or because he was a coach, because he wasn't a coach. My dad came along in order to film. The dude did not carry my bags, and Lord knows he didn't know judo well enough to coach me. He was flown there to the tournaments to film. That is the most important thing. I flew him to the tournaments to hold the camera and videotape my matches. That's how important it is. I had a system which I was more than willing to pay for, and that system was: 1, register for the tournament. This was my checklist. 2, get a hotel room and my airplane ticket. 3, get a ticket for the videographer, who in most cases was my pop. That means that out the gate I made a $200 to $300 investment for the video. See, I played football at the Division I level at Howard University, so I understand what it means to have a staff that does video, the importance of video, watching video, analyzing the video, doing scouting reports, knowing what the scouting report is because you're quizzed on what is in the scouting report. You probably get the scouting, you review the film. If you play football, if you play a game on Saturday, you come in on Sunday and you review the film. Oh, it is a long film session, and it is not, it's not anything that you look forward to doing if you did not win. And then either that Sunday evening or Monday morning, you have to have the scouting report. And before you leave for the game on Thursday, or before the game on Saturday, on that Friday if it's a home game, you better know what's in that scouting report, or you won't play. But that's how crucial scouting is. But it seems that, especially where I live in the United States, that most of the kids and even the adults don't take scouting to that extent when it comes to judo. I don't have any problem telling you that I'm a better judo player now and a better coach and a better martial artist now than I was when I was competing. I wasn't the most technical guy on the block. I'm more technical now. But I tell you what I did do. I beat everybody in the area of study. There's nobody in my weight class that studied and watched more video than I did. I could tell you when those guys were going to sit down, when they were going to use the restroom, what their favorite food was, what throws they used, at what time period of the match they were going to get frustrated. I could tell you everything about them inside and out because I did the work before the match, which consisted of more than just uchikomi and grip fighting. Now this sounds simple because it doesn't have anything to do with judo, right? So let me ask you right now, how many of you have been to a tournament and have been running around like a chicken with your head cut off trying to ask someone to film your matches or your match? Or how many of you have asked someone and then they just didn't do it, or say they forgot, or they did it so poorly in order to train you to not ask them again? Whatever the case, the bottom line is that you end up with very bad footage that you can't do anything with, or you don't have any footage at all. And in most cases, when you are just starting to make the jump, whichever jump that is, whether it's from junior level to senior level, or from non-elite to elite, or from not being on the team to being on the team, or from competing nationally to competing internationally, whatever the jump is, or from white belt to yellow belt, or yellow belt to orange belt, or orange belt, whatever the jump is, okay, your tournaments, as soon as you make that jump, they're usually solely for data collection. Because when you make the jump at first, more often than not, you're losing some matches, which is not bad because you're learning. But you can't learn at the rate at which you need to learn at in order to improve fast or faster without analyzing the film and looking at your mistakes and looking at what other people are doing. It's not about getting on YouTube and watching video. It's not what it is. It's about having a system in place that allows you to scout, that allows you to dissect information and analyze it. And that's what Judo Scouting Reports is here for. If you're a coach, the Judo Scouting Reports is worth the investment. If you're a player and your coach doesn't do this stuff, man, it's worth the investment. Yes, I had to pull teeth with some of my clients, especially to Rhadi Williams-Murray at first. But man, when this guy started doing the scouting reports, this guy beat the #1 player in the world at the Olympics in 2008. I mean, smashed him, threw him for ippon like 2 or 3 times. They didn't call the ippons that he threw him for, but he still smashed him because he did the work before the match. Please do this. First and foremost, put a system in place for data collection. Meaning, make sure that you have identified a person or persons to record your matches, or make sure you have a plan to make sure all of your matches get recorded. Setting up your camera on the tripod and then getting on the mat is not a plan. I've seen these things get moved, I've seen them shut off, and worse, I've seen the match take place in one corner which the camera isn't covering. So this isn't a good plan. Okay? Sometimes it's the only plan, but it's not a good plan. Number 2, have a good quality camera and have one that is easy to use. Look, you may be able to use your camera, but you have to make sure that it's easy for someone else to use too. It's like sometimes handing your grandparents or your great-grandparents your iPhone. Yeah, it's easy to use for you. It doesn't come with a manual, and it has a user-friendly interface, but it may be difficult for someone else. Number 3, use a tripod. Oh my gosh. I don't care how cumbersome it is to pack. Use a friggin' tripod. There's nothing worse than trying to watch video and it's all over the place. My clients give me video, they send me the video, and I can't even watch the video. I'm not going to be frustrated. So what I do is I either 1, send it back, or 2, charge them more for the time that it takes me to have to sit there and watch that video like that. And yes, they do make tripods for iPads. Just check Amazon.com. I'm sure they have them. Make sure that your computer and your video capture device mesh well together. This is key. Meaning, there's one version of camera out there that takes video in a format that is a headache. It takes in a .asf format. And there's almost no video software that accepts the .asf format. Oh, the video is clear on the camera. It's clear on the playback on the computer, but you can't break it down and analyze it in any video editing software, which is no good for me, and it's no good for my clients. So make sure you don't buy a high-end camera that has this .asf format. Now, what is such a headache about this is that not all video, as I said, is acceptable in video editing software. Okay, this is sometimes the same problem with super high-end cameras. Look, you are not Steven Spielberg. Okay? You just need to see the video and analyze it, not shoot a $2 billion blockbuster movie. So get a camera. And I'm saying that I'm beating this point home because you're not going to be filming, you're going to be fighting. So you need someone who can film. It has to be a PhD camera is what we call it, for push here dummy, which means you just push here and the camera records, and then you push here and the camera stops recording. Okay, the closer you can get to everything being one step, one button, one push is better for the end user. Number 5, have a system to dump and store your videos. This seems basic, but computers and laptops fill up, hard drives fill up, and so do clouds. Make sure that you have a backup and then a backup to the backup, and stay organized. I use Dropbox. The Dropbox that I use is $795 a year. Why? Because I have a lot of clients who have to upload video all the time, and I have to share a lot of video, and I do a lot of video, and I analyze a lot of video. So I have to use Dropbox. There are other things that you can use. You can also buy an external hard drive, 500 gigabytes, maybe $99 or something like that. When it fills up, you can get another one. But save your matches, record your matches, analyze your matches. It's easy to get out of sorts when you're watching and editing video. You can get slightly lazy, leave the video on your desktop instead of creating a folder for it, and then before you know it, you have video everywhere, and then your computer has crashed, and you don't have any data saved. This has happened to me. I had to learn my lesson the hard way. This is why I have external hard drives all over my house, and why I have Dropbox, and why I use Google Drive and all these other things, because things happen. Things happen. And if you don't have the data, you can't analyze it. You can't use the power of Judo scouting reports if you have nothing to scout or to watch. So the bottom line is this: get a pre-tournament plan in place and get a post-tournament plan in place. Yes, a post-tournament plan, which means as soon as the tournament is over, it is my job to upload the video, download the video, set an appointment with my coach, watch my video, take notes, do a self-analysis and a self-assessment, and then set up a meeting with my coach, and then go over all the things. These things need to be in place, so that when you go to a tournament, your pre-tournament plan is already set up and your post-tournament plan is set up. It doesn't just go into a tournament to fight and then do a camp, man. That's a waste of time. There's pre-work that needs to be done, and there's post-tournament and post-camp work that needs to be done. And why is any of this important? Well, when it comes to judo, I'm a huge proponent of preparation and a huge proponent on scouting and doing many pre-match and pre-tournament calculations. I believe that the key is to get as much data as you can from a situation or an individual, so that you can move behaviors from the realm of random into that of calculated. It has been and is my desire to create a more intellectual and intelligent judoka and judo players. I want for people to know more about judo, more about sport, and more about the sport of judo. And I know that this can and will be done through the products that I provide. Although I cannot guarantee that you will win, I can guarantee that you will have a greater chance of winning, and I can guarantee 100% guarantee 100% that you will know more about the sport, know more about judo, and know more about the sport of judo when you finish with any one of my products, especially Judo Scouting Reports. I'm super excited right now, because Judo Scouting Reports was created for you so that you can have a renewed vision towards success in the sport of judo. So take care, and please make sure that you visit www.judoscoutingreports.com for the free video course on how you can enhance your judo knowledge today. I hope that you found today's video extremely helpful. I hope that you understand that a pre-tournament plan and a post-tournament plan are both important, and that you need to have systems in place before the tournament and systems in place after the tournament. I also hope that you understand that scouting is a lot more than just writing some stuff down on a piece of paper and going over it. It requires an in-depth analysis of what happened before, during, and after. You almost have to start scouting yourself and start scouting your pre-tournament preparation and your post-tournament preparation to see how tight that is, so you can recalibrate that as well as your play. Listen, this is Dr. Ferguson. I'm dedicated to your improvement. I just ask that you continue to invest in yourself, continue to invest in the sport, and continue to invest in me in terms of your time and in terms of some of my products. Please visit www.judoscoutingreports.com and have a super fantastic day.